to meet face to face at the end of the show on the retirement. Instead, he vows that he will retire as the undisputed Universal Heavyweight Champion. Now, the main event. The Dead Man's Last Ride, the main event of Night 2 of WrestleMania 38 in this timeline. And you can have JR on the commentary, because why not? Undertaker's entrance, you can have it include a whole bunch of gravestones, once again including names of people that have fallen to the streets before, along with a montage of those that have fallen to the Dead Man. And perhaps a special attire, whether you can have that be an inversion of his normal attire, or perhaps his attire similar to Shawn Michaels from WrestleMania 25 is a bit of a callback. But The Undertaker survives it all as if nothing had happened before landing a tombstone. Along with this, during the match, Reigns spears The Undertaker through the cell wall, but the Dead Man won't stay down. It winds up sitting up easily once again, both on top of the cage before the battle continues. Reigns manages to get a guillotine on The Undertaker, but Undertaker manages to get out and throw the Roman Reigns off of the cell, just like he did to Mankind many years ago. Taker slowly climbs down, lands another pile driver, but once again the Usos save Reigns. Taker fights off the Usos before he and Roman Reigns battle throughout the crowd, then throughout the arena, and you can have a bit of a nice moment happen here with the Usos essentially getting taken out by DX and the likes of Undertaker's brother Kane, but they end up reaching the gorilla position. Reigns looks Vince in the eyes before spearing The Undertaker once again, but Taker survives this. They end up battling back down to the ring. Undertaker hits Reigns with a spear of his own back through the cell wall, where the two wind up brawling back into the ring. They trade finishers, both men surviving. Spear after pile driver, last right into a guillotine. Even with Roman Reigns disrespecting The Undertaker with a choke slam, and if he's able, in all things considered, I don't know if he will be, if you remember how the actual match between Roman Reigns and The Undertaker went, where they couldn't get the pile driver off. If they are able to, a pile driver, I wouldn't really risk it, but whatever. But in the end, Undertaker survives, and once again, just like in their previous match, and for a reference point, just like The Undertaker was in his second match against Triple H, he struggles to sit up, struggles to continue on. Ultimately, Reigns puts him in the guillotine. Taker almost passes out, but barely manages to get himself out of the guillotine after being set into it for an extremely long amount of time. Taker goes for one final pile driver, but he can't get Reigns up. Taker goes for a chokeslam, but he still is no more energy. Dead Man is essentially out of power, out of energy, out of the strength, before Reigns hits him with one more spear, and before Reigns could go for the cover, Roman gets put in the Hell's Gate. Essentially Taker's last gasp before Reigns breaks free. Taker goes for one final tombstone. Reigns counters, delivers a spear, and 1, 2, 3, the Undertaker's undefeated streak in his entire match after inducted to the Hall of Fame. It's come, I don't know, instant transmission. Signed to instant transmission, Shinsuke away. And Mark Calaway won't be seen until Survivor Series, where he can give his official retirement speech. This universe, he gives it in front of a live crowd. And that's essentially how I'd book the end of the stream. Now, if you made it to the end of this video, I would like to thank you. And don't forget to, please, if you enjoyed this, share, like, comment, subscribe. Have a good night, whatever the time you are watching this, I don't know.